Welcome everyone to Scritchy Scratchy, an arcade roguelike game with scratch-off tickets. It's a recently released idle-ish game. What I mean by that is that it involves more gameplay than, say, Cookie Clicker, but you can very much automate the gambling process. You're gonna be gambling with scratch-off tickets. A lot. But first, you'll need to wash some dishes to be able to afford your very first ticket. After that, there's no turning back, there's just more and more scratching. You can upgrade your luck and the size and hardness of your coin because more expensive tickets have a stronger coating which makes them more resistant to weak coins. Scratching the tickets I found rather fun, even satisfying sometimes. The gameplay loop is borderline addictive too. I wanted to scratch more and more and more with larger and larger winnings. There are 17 tickets altogether, which in my opinion is just the right amount to not make a run too grindy. Unlike real-life scratch-off tickets, however, here you can lose money on tickets too, on top of what you paid for them. It's possible a ticket contains a bad symbol, which loses you more money than a few winning symbols would get, so you really need to constantly upgrade your luck. In case you've forgotten, this game is a roguelike, so you will do multiple runs and upgrade your stats in between. Tickets can score a jackpot, which gives you some amount of JP, which you can spend on increasing your luck and automation in various ways, such as unlocking bots and making tickets pay more if you manually scratch them. That's basically the whole gameplay loop. Scratch, win, upgrade, repeat. It's simple, but it doesn't need to be complicated, it's perfectly fine for what it is. You just see number go up, big number get bigger, and if you're into these types of games you feel dopamine go up in your brain too. Also, if you like pixel art like I do, you'll have a bit more dopamine in your brain in addition to seeing numbers get bigger. If I must say something bad about the game, and since nothing is perfect I kinda have to, it would be that there's only one save file, the egg timer is practically useless. The font changes to this very generic one if you switch away from English for some reason, and I would have liked a way to make the fan quieter than other sound effects as it's disproportionately loud, at least to my ears. Scritchy Scratchy has 34 achievements in total, and they're all very much doable. You won't find a single one which takes too much effort or is very tedious to get. Most you can get from just playing the game normally and trying out new features you unlock or upgrading something just a little more. I 100%ed the game in 21.3 hours, which can seem long, but trust me, it didn't feel nearly that long. Scritchy Scratchy is one of those games I was really glad to have found. I enjoyed it very much and proudly have it in my perfected games list. I haven't encountered a single bug or any issues, and the game does what it does right. It was developed by Lunch Money Games, published by Fun Day Games, and released on March 18th, 2026, so it's not even 2 months old as of publishing this video. They released it for €6, which would be difficult to call expensive. It's more than fair of a price for the amount of content you get. Of course, I haven't forgotten about the score, and in my opinion, Scritchy Scratchy deserves a solid 95 out of 100. I think it goes without saying that it's very much worth it, even more so on a sale. If you'd like to check out the game, I've put a link to it in the description. If you enjoyed this video or found it informative, be sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons, and I'll see you in the next one.